What up, fellas? I was going to paint later today, but I got stuff to do tonight. So we're painting now. What's up, Nick? How you been, brother? Oh, I forgot to put my music on. My Zen music. You as well, brother. It's been chaotic lately for me. Maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way. Who knows? All right, let me find. This. There we go. I don't know exactly what I'm going to paint yet. I have some ideas in mind. I feel like mixing it up. So, what's calling me right now? Might try that. Or rock bass. But like that. I've never done a walleye either. Just getting some inspiration here. What up, Jot up north? How you doing, brother? It's midmotackle.com. And I'm still trying to get that all sorted. It takes a little longer doing all that, you know. But I did get like 5 or 6 monkey's milk. There's quite a bit of stuff on there. Luckily, I was smart enough to take pictures of all the stuff that I've painted over the years. So it's actually easier for me to make the listings now because I have so many pictures. I'm going to try this sauger walleye. Yeah, for a lot of them, that's how it is. it kind of accomplishes two things for me. I can have more variety because one of the problems that you run into is if you paint a bunch of them up, you end up sometimes they don't sell, so you end up kind of like in a way misusing a blank. So I find it's almost easier just to have one of each ready. It's pretty easy to go back and paint them from memory for me at this point. And that's how I can get away with doing these live paints. You know, like if say I come up with something I really like, I can always go back on there and look at it. We're gonna do this. And it seems like it has a yellow undertone. I'm gonna put some peach up by the face. Maybe I did this backwards. I don't think so though. No, I think I'll be all right. Then I'll do it in the mesh. Let's go ahead and add some peach to it. I don't need much. Oh yeah, I got that. I dropped that off yesterday. I think you'll like that. I like the name for it too, Jekyll and Hyde. I know there's other names that people use. There's like a very faint peach by the mouth. In retrospect, dude, I almost wish I'd have done this bluegill on one side and then the crappie on the other. Only problem with that one I just showed takes forever to do. So I'd imagine if you're doing a two-sided, it's probably gonna take probably up to an hour, dude, to be honest. Come on, go into the cup. Really kind of want to continue trying to do the look at a fish and paint. I don't know. I think it's fun to try to see if I can paint something. Come on. I might have maybe should have mixed up a little more. I don't really need much. Don't need much. Okay, now we're going to put it into the mesh. I've never done a walleye before, so I don't know how this is going to come out. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it. I've already forgotten. Got the memory of a goldfish, it seems. I got a funny. Let's remove that. All right. Sorry, I got a funny comment on here. That Wolf cone. Thank you. I have a few of those on my website. They're also on the store here. What's up, Lures by Grampy? All right, let me grab the magnets. Got a long afternoon of pulling algae off of a pond today. Had a bunch of algae grow up and killed all the fish my cousin and I have been putting in there for the past few years. He messaged me earlier this week. He's like, "Hey man, you want to come help me with this? So all the fish are died." I'm like, yeah, I can help you. And I'm thinking he's on the bank. And there's gonna be some bank cleaning. I show up completely in the water with a pitchfork. What did I just say? Pitchfork? I'm like, I got out of the car. I'm like, what the hell did I sign up for? But I think we pulled out. It's not that big of a little pond, but I think we pulled out 3 or 4 really nice bass, and then some really nice crappie and bluegill. I didn't even know there was bluegill in there. He must have put those in. So I guess we're starting fresh here. Okay. It looks like there's some brown. We're going to start with that. And we're going to, I'll show you the picture so you can kind of get an idea. Of what I'm talking about here. I'm going to start with some brown and we'll address these lines when we get to the black, but we're going to start with some brown right in this area. few different colors of brown. We're going to need to cover up that peach a little bit, but that should be fine. I just wanted to really kind of poke through in the end. This holder, they're just embroidery hoops, dude. If I'm showing it to you on here, I can't really stop you from doing it. But those embroidery hoops, dude, those will save you a bunch of time. And actually, I don't know who it was. Someone recommended this earlier this week to get some bar magnets instead of individual magnets, because then you could just do 2 bar magnets across the top, like 2 up here, 2 up here, or 2 down here. And I think that's a great idea. I'm still needing to order those. What's up, Carter? I probably give away a lot of my secrets to my own detriment on here, but it is what it is. There's a few things I still hold close to the chest, but we're going to go over that with some other colors too. I didn't see your order. I'll have to message you after this. Can you message me and I'll get with you? Okay. I got the brown on there. Almost need a darker brown as well. If you go to my name, there should be an option there for you to click it. It's actually, instead of wasting paint, I'm just going to mix up some black in here. To get a darker brown. About your order. That's the brown we got. It's a lot darker. I don't think this is going to look like a walleye. I think it's going to look cool, but not necessarily like a walleye. Guess you can use the pictures for inspiration. They don't have to be spot on. All right, let's do some black. I think this is going to look really cool, though. Kind of doing like some half stripes almost. Probably shouldn't have done that black. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and take this out of our mesh. I lied. I need to do one more color. I'm going to do bone. So instead of having to take this out, I'm just going to go ahead and spray this through the top. See if I can do it. All right, let's do bone. I don't think it's going to look anything like a walleye, but it does look pretty sick right now. So that's encouraging, at least. All right, moment of truth. Then after this, I can paint yours up, Matt. Give it a try at least. Come on. Oh, dude, that actually looks wicked. Doesn't look anything like what I was trying to paint, but doesn't matter. It still looks good. The only thing I wish in retrospect is maybe bring that black a little further down. Thank you, buddy. All right. Actually going to add something to it. It looks really good in person. It has a ton of contrast. That mesh just works unbelievably well. I mean, it's not very feasible for doing like large amounts of lures. But something like this, I'm just painting for fun pretty much. It is pretty cool. All right, let's put some eyes on. Well, let's shift it first. I'm moving way too slow this morning. You guys get hit with a big storm? Dude, I don't know. Yesterday it rained all day here. It seems like we've gotten more rain this year than any year in recent memory. All right, let me get some eyes. I need there they are. You guys seem to get a lot of crazy weather down there. Maybe we do here as well, but that's one thing. And this isn't me toot my own horn or anything. That is one thing that I've gotten really good at is because you can't really see it on camera, but the fading of the colors, where it's almost seamless between the colors. That's, if I had to say there's one of my strong point, I'd say it's that. And you can't really see it on the cameras, or not the cameras, the video. You can see it pretty good on like the pictures I take, but come on, what are we doing here? That eye does not match at all, dude. Come on. It might just be on there for good, dude. There we are. It looked a lot better when I was holding it up. I'm looking for one in particular. Yeah, forget it, dude. I'm not gonna sit here all day. I think it, and I was thinking about this the other day because this is just completely random, but trust me, it'll make sense here in a second. I think I can find stuff really easy. I always have been my entire life. I think I just have really good vision. And so I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, it's almost to my own detriment because a lot of times I feel like I put so much time into it, and then some to people with not so good vision. I don't know. I could find anything, dude. That was like trope growing up, I guess. Fading, I would suggest to you, AJ, you probably should look at what pressure you're running at and your angle. A lot of people focus, and I'm not familiar with your work, so you could be the greatest artist on here. I don't know. Um, a lot of people focus too much on stencils and trying to get it to look a certain way. A lot of the times, it's as easy as turning your pressure up and adjusting the angle that you're spraying from. Because I know a lot of the bottles, they say 30 psi or whatever. I don't paint anything at that low of a pressure. I do like it. Might end up just being a fisher for me. All right, let me take a look at yours. What you sent me, Matt. Oh, this bad boy. I'm gonna look it up. Regurgitated. Crazy fade on the back. Oh, this one? I could try to paint that. I might be able to do that. I like the eyes on them that they put on there. Might try that next. This looks like blue, really two types of blue. Oh, that sounds a little difficult. I've never actually seen one in person. And a lot of the pictures don't do justice for stuff or how intricate it looks. I don't know. Not gonna get too ahead of myself here. Okay, so this almost looks like on the bottom of this it has dark blue splatter. We're gonna start with white. This was done on a holographic blank, which I don't have right now. Okay. It's like a chartreuse green. I'm actually going to do a blue first. Paint a what? I got a few bass already made up, dude. we're going to do a darker blue over that now. Not much darker. All right, let's do some chartreuse. I gotta get some water. I'll be right back. Ran out of airbrush cleaning material. Dang it. I didn't put that much paint in there. It's kind of hard to mix this up. Let's add some reducer. That'll make it go a little further. Maybe a little more. I didn't actually ever load the listing in here. All right, that should be good now. I'm painting that one you sent me. That blue and then chartreuse belly. Now let's get some darker blue loaded up. It's like it almost fades down the bait. It's got a ton. I'm really glad I did that light blue because that just looks wicked right now. Probably should have done that last, but it is what it is. And it looks like it has some gold splatter up by the face. Like I said, I don't have any holographic blanks, so we're not gonna be able to get those lines. But I'm thinking maybe add some ghost scales over that instead. Okay. I'm thinking. Where's it at? There it is. Let's mix some of this up. Come on, stay put. You're not gonna be able to see that on camera, but that looks pretty wicked. It's gonna be hard to see. You can just barely see it. I might, to tie this all together, all right. Let's do the gold splatter. Actually, let's do the ear first. And for that, I need a piece of paper. What's up, Delron? Dude, you've been putting out some wicked lures lately, dude. Nah, I don't like that already. Yeah, and there for a while, dude. Couldn't keep up. Do you do a lot of local selling, or do you do a lot of? I don't know what else I was gonna say there, but you got the first part. All right, dude. None of these are working, so we're just gonna have to go. We're just gonna have to go for it. I've been thinking about trying to do some more local stuff lately. Oh, that's awesome. I can barely find warts in person anymore. There for a while you could get them, but lately I haven't seen any in a while. There's like this big a big outdoor flea market thing that they have here every year. I always go down there and find stuff to paint. Well, this year, dude, I went down there. I'm gonna miss the next one, but the first one I went to, oh, it was terrible. I did get some. I'm gonna butcher the name because I can't remember off the top of my head. It's like MS Slammers, I think. If you're not familiar with those, like I wasn't, you gotta look them up. There's some Japanese wood pike baits, and I thought they were handmade because in the joint it said MS, and the guy wanted $10 for them, and I'm like, there's four of them, and they're freaking fire. I'm not even doing justice for how cool they are. And I'm like, man, I want to pay $10 each for these, but I don't know how they're gonna swim since I think they're homemade. I come to find out those are like discontinued Japanese pike baits. I'm not even gonna sell them. I'm just keeping them. I'll have to show them off sometime. That's probably the coolest thing I've ever found. I might go grab them after this lure and show you guys because they don't do justice just talking about them. I'm a sucker for the. I wanted them because they were hand carved, and they still are. They have to be if they're marking them with a marker. Like it's very rudimentary, but they were wicked, dude. And I was with my dad. My dad doesn't know anything about fishing, and he's like, "You're gonna get them?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't really want to pay $40 for them." He's like, "Well, if you don't buy them, I don't know anything about fishing. I'm gonna buy them." I'm like, "All right." If even he can see that they're worth it, then I might not be very smart turning this one down. That like the best ones. There's like a lot of guys. This is right next to Lake of the Ozarks, so there's a ton of fishing stuff there. And the fishing guys, they know what they have. Uh, a lot of other people go to like estate sales and whatnot, so you could find crazy cool stuff. I mean, it's stuff that I like to keep. I'm not really going down there looking for stuff to sell. It's either stuff to paint or stuff to keep. I'm gonna actually hit this side a little bit. All right. And we're gonna put different eyes on that are than what are in those pictures. I painted a duck. Uh, I ended up giving it away. Like it was a donation, but do you have any more blanks with black and white crackle? I mean, we can make some. So let's put some eyes on here. I don't like the picture. I don't like the eyes they use. And the ducks, dude. If someone's buying that to fish, I have a feeling they're not very good at catching fish. I have a feeling uh, fishing isn't their main hobby. If it is, maybe they need to find a different one. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm an idiot. Yes, I do. Thinking these yellow ones here. You got to slow it down for me. Sometimes I'm not the brightest. I just can't imagine something that big. I mean, I guess bass do eat large stuff, but musky. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. It'd just be fun to go out and go fishing with some boys or whatever. You're not like, oh, what are you tying on? Oh, I'm just tying on a duck. Like if I threw that around here, I don't think I'd catch anything all day, but it'd be cool. Surf rod. That's funny. Yeah, I don't think you're throwing that on an ultralight. All right, I'm gonna give this one the Bill Dance. I was already thinking ahead, brother. I really like doing that because I think about those Bill Dance lures. I don't even really like the lures. I just like the autograph on this, or even like there's all kinds of other ones. Campbell, there's all kinds of vintage where they did that. I'll go ahead and run this, brother. And I want to go grab these slammers because I want to show these bad boys off. That was quick. Thank you, Matt. Well, where's my stickers at? Oh, there it is. I gotta show these off before I paint anything else. If you want to see craftiness, I saw these and I'm like, what? I like carving baits. I kind of stopped there for a while, just because it's a very time demanding endeavor. But after seeing these, I'm like, I need to start carving again. I don't even know if I'll be able to fit them in here. I ain't lying. I paid $10 each for these, which is insane. Just for that alone, I can't sell them. I'm just going to grab the coolest one out of here. See, I thought it was handmade. They are handmade. It's MS Slammer 1204. Really, I really like the scaling pattern they did on the side. And they're in really good condition. Well, after seeing that they were discontinued, I'm like, I'm not selling these. It's not something I would ever use, but I just think they're really cool. I got 4 of those, which was crazy. Stacy, were you wanting one of these painted up? It's kind of like you go there looking for the good deals and the quote unquote scores. You find them and you're like, I can't sell this. I'm keeping this. That's how it always goes. A cow. We could probably do a cow. I've done them before, but it's been a while. Oh, I was looking those up. The newer version ones were like I want to say 119 to 149. But considering that those are 2004 and they're out of business, it seems, I'd imagine those are probably worth. And that box alone is probably at least $600. Some things you just don't. I'd like to buy. Think about. Hopefully, my kid likes fishing, and one day I'd be like, "Hey, you want some slammer?" It's kind of more about like that. Knowing my luck, my kid would want to go out and throw them. My soon-to-be kid, that is. What kind of cow are we thinking? A white cow? It's usually the first thought I have when I think of a cow, not a beef cow. We're gonna do 2 whites. What's up, Set the Hook? Well, it's funny you say that about muskie and muskie fishermen, because that was like my exact thought was, I know muskie baits aren't cheap. So even if they were handmade, I'm like, it'd still be really cool. I think sometimes I spend too much money on crappie or bass fishing. Then I look at those baits and I'm like, oh, I haven't even touched the surface yet. Then you go down the real rabbit hole, you start looking like saltwater stuff. You're like, oh my gosh. Every once in a while, I get bored and go look at saltwater reel prices and stuff like that. Like, holy cow. Which is kind of crazy to say. I can't. Maybe I should get into making musky baits, dude. But because I've done like some smaller bass size ones, and the problem with the bass ones is that typically people are wanting them out of balsa, which whatever. But balsa is such a nightmare to work with. And with those big, well, I'm imagining looking at that one. That thing just has really big screw eyes in it. It doesn't have through lines, through wires. Which I don't know if you're ever bored, you want to deal with trying to put through wires through. You'll have fun because that's out of anything bait making wise, it's got to be my least favorite thing. Because there's no easy way to do it. They're like, go make a Like some people put like screws into like a 2x4 and do it that way, and it looks significantly easier than it actually is. Now, I saw somebody a while back. Let me look up a cow. Let's look up a milk cow. We're going to copy one. It's really not the, yeah, yeah, exactly. I was about to say, it's not, there's the cost of doing it is actually really low, but it's the time that's where they get you. Because there isn't like an easy way of doing it. Our family has cows, but they're all beef cattle. Just a random lore for you, I guess. There, I don't know really why I felt the need to say that, but yeah. Last time I was down there, I took my dog with me. I'm sure you guys could judge by last night how she was so scared of the thunderstorm. See what she looks like when there's cows there. You should message Sea Witches if he's still in here, because he came up. He showed me a really good skunk pattern that he does. What's up, Wager? Have a good day, buddy. It was nice talking to you, man. I'm going to make this front one a little bigger. Yeah, I'll just run it right now, brother. This isn't for this lure, for anybody going to bid. I need to write that down. Pretty much done with the cow now. Got to put eyes on the cow. Thank you, buddy. It's all good, dude. I can hold it. I'm not in any rush here. I got to make another one anyway, so I could just put that one on my website for you and Pike Hunter. And when I get yours done, Pike Hunter, we can just throw that on there as well. Okay. What color eyes do cows have? So it's probably this week or next. I'm gonna plan on doing that. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I am seriously gonna get it done this week. I'm just thinking these right here. I'm really excited to go to Montana, dude. That's gonna be fun. I guess it's gonna be like the last vacation before life gets real. Technically a honeymoon. Oh no, I just know if I don't do it before I go. That's all I'm gonna think about. Out there fishing. And I need to get that done for Pike Hunter. Go fishing. I like the way you think. All right. This one's gonna moo at you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm running out of empty stands. Anybody want a cheap shed? Just so I can clear out some stands. It gives me a second here. I'm gonna hang these up really quick. They're all ones from last night. I'm gonna get off here today, take some pictures of these, but I'm not doing very hot today. Getting stuff done. All right, well, I'll hang that one up. I'm just setting these up here so it's not dead air. That's a monkey's milk. Monkey's milk, top water. I'm almost done. I should have enough stands now. All right. Let's get another blank. Ah, dude, I got like 20 now. Painted a bunch that I need to take pictures of later this afternoon. And I haven't been moving too quick today. Anybody have any ideas? You don't even have to buy it. Throw an idea out there. I haven't painted one of these blanks, and I can't tell you how long. I mean, I know I've had. Let's see. Let's see what I got on here. Oh, this thing. Oh gosh, that would be a fun one to try, pike hunter. But I have a feeling that'd probably take me a couple hours. That would be a great color combination. That would be fun to try. But I don't think I'd be done with it till 1:30. It's got a bunch of wicked colors. You could almost. I do like this blue and that orange. Maybe do like an orange bank, blue body. Incorporate some of this green and yellow into it. Let me go grab a square bill. Give me like 30 seconds. I said, let me go grab a square bill. I went drink an instant coffee instead. No, you're good, dude. I don't. A lot of times I just like the ideas. I'm not going to do it in this blank, though. We're going to do it on this popper. I had to go upstairs and choke down an instant coffee. I think it will look good in this. But we're going to add a twist of it being translucent. Ear of corn, dude. That's a really good idea. That's a funny idea. You could do it in a spook. That might take me a couple hours, but I'm up for that. That'd be funny. An ear of corn, dude. That would be kind of cool. I don't know how I would do it. Let me look at this picture he sent again. We're going to do this orange up top. What if... I really like those blue squiggly lines. I'm just thinking out loud right now. We're going to do another line right down the back. I almost want to, like, I'm thinking too, you could maybe do bright blue tiger stripes. Because I think, yeah, we're going to do that. Sent me an ear of corn. Oh, gosh. Dude, that's gonna. I wish I have some. It's ironic. I was looking at some mesh earlier this week, and it was square, and I'm like, I probably should get that. I might need that someday, and I didn't. And now I'm like, I should have probably bought that. Ear cord, dude. I did a banana one time. That was fun. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Dude said, "Can you paint me a banana?" Like, I guess. I'm not gonna say no. I think he said it was for his son, if I remember correctly. I know. I like those off the wall requests. There's only so many different ways you can paint a shad or a bass. But a banana, dude. Oh yeah. I like this. Then once you add that green and some yellow in here, I'm gonna cut this thing. It's too dang big. First time ever using this one. I cut these out quite a while ago. Yeah, if you go to it's in the crankbaits section on there. Then it would be that one actually pictured because I have not made any others yet. It's gonna be like a Hawaiian popper almost. That's another good idea. That's not gonna happen today. A Hawaiian flower one. Thank you, buddy. Like, yeah, exactly. That would be cool to do. A Hawaiian shirt. All right. I know what colors we need to do now, but I want to look at it again. It's got like some fluorescent doesn't even really do that green justice. I think it's yellow with super bright green. Now we're gonna throw it in our little tub, our palette. We're gonna play with some colors for a second. Yeah, it's like It's almost like a neon color. Dude, you could go crazy. And maybe I need to start doing it more often. But there's so many different saltwater. Like the colors you see on saltwater fish are just unreal. Like they look like I don't even really know how to describe it. They're just insane. I know what we could do. I know exactly what we can do right now. With this green. Because we're not going to be able to get that color. But we can get a nice color nonetheless. Oh, dude, that almost worked better than I'd hoped. I don't know if you can see it. It was in the next dimension. This green. Well, if you look at it, it has some insane shift to it. I'm kind of doing this backwards. I should have done a yellow base and then green, but it's too late now for that. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Matter of fact, I need to bring my little journal down here. I know a lot of people do this, and I'm not very good at doing it. They make like a little paint journal. And they'll take their paint. That really does a good job of showing that color. Almost. Body's in. We're going to do that up here along the mouth. That's a good one too. I think you maybe. I think I'm going to put it here and fade it down. That has an insane amount of contrast. If you look at it too, it has some shift to it. It almost looks like the dang thing is glowing. Might as well put it around the eyes too if we're going to do it. Let's add a little bit of yellow. To the belly. It does look like something Megabass would come up with. That might be the best compliment anyone's ever said in here because they have some of the most remarkable colors. Now I'm half tempted to put black on the back and do some scaling and then wrap it up. I'll let the people decide. We think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. But we're not going to do normal scaling. We're going to try something a little different. I'm going to try something a little different. Because it's a hair too bright. But I don't want a completely solid black back. So oh, dude, I'm really between two options right now. This or this. because this will give it darkness. I got an idea. Instead of, I want to do black, but you could add some shift into it. For anyone that paints, should always try exactly what I just did. I'm glad you like it, brother. That was a fun one to paint. And funny enough, dude, one of my buddies here and saw that, and he's like, "That was really sick." He has a dog named Rocco, and he wants me to paint an OG Rocco, like his dog Rocco. Oh, yeah, that's funny. He's like, "Can you paint a dog?" I'm like, "Well, I already painted one, so what's two?" AJ, you should try a dryer sheet next time you paint, dude. But you got to get the cheap, janky ones. And you got to use them. There for a while, I was using a lot of them. Until like my mom and my grandma, they would save them for me. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say this, but I remember asking my wife, I'm like, would it be weird to ask your sister for dryer sheets? She said, yeah, we probably shouldn't do that. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't really sound, it sounds a little odd. Ooh, ooh, come on now. Come on now. I'm not going to add anything else to it. Just kidding. Just kidding. What if we added some dots to the gill? Even better. What's up, Gage? All right. I'm done adding. Yeah, for the most part, AJ, but you can always mix it in with lighter ones and still have success. It's really just anything that's super bright. Like if you say you mix it in with a yellow, it's not going to work. But like a dark blue, dark red, I mean, anything with a little bit of darkness to it. Let's get an eye. Dude, would these fit? I wonder if these are too big. They kind of look a hair too big. Force it. I think these are glass, so I don't know how well. How well that's gonna go for me. I do like the way you think, though. That kind of sucks because those look really good. Might as well just keep going for off the wall colors. All right, now we're ready for eyes. The only problem with that is that I don't have a clear coat that's gonna be matte. I do have a mid coat that I could spray over the clear at the end. What do you think about this eye? Too bright? I don't know what color I want to do for the eyes, dude. Blue? Okay, thank you. Somebody threw one out there for me. Give me some direction. Direction. Pike Hunter, you need to get into paint lures. Because that's the best one I've seen so far. All right, fellas. I'll run it if anybody's wanting it. I like watching that guy trim hooves, though. That's ironic that you get the same recommendations. At least there's a YouTube video or a guy on Facebook I keep getting recommended. You might be doing that in real life, but there's a guy on Facebook that I get those recommendations for all the time, and I don't do anything with horses. But like that would be pretty sick. It's pretty entertaining to watch, nonetheless. Definitely a unique color. That was a good suggestion, Pike Hunter. Thank you, AJ. Hey, without your suggestion, I'd probably still be sitting here talking about slammers. I need to autograph this one too. I'll do that later. Okay, so a corn on the cob, dude. You're gonna put me to work today. Let me look at it. I appreciate it, brother. Oh, you want like an ear of corn? Oh man. Like with the dude, it would be fun to do. Just look at it. I in my head, I just had a picture of corn. That's a awesome lure. It's really cool. Yeah, but in my head, all I had was just the corn, not like the green or whatever. The green's even better. Ah, well. What else are we gonna do? I really need. I'm gonna set this here for a second. I have an idea for this. Well, I think I'm gonna have to plan this one out a little more because I can't find what I'm looking for. I have some mesh. That's an awesome lure. I'm gonna try that in the future because what I'm thinking right now is if I put. No, I'm in Missouri, big dog. Um, really, you almost need. I gotta cut out some vinyl, and then I could wrap the bait. Because you could do it with a brush, but that's seriously probably gonna take me an hour or two. I don't know about all that. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't buy that. I'd have been all over that, dude. There's no way I could have resisted it. You messaged me. I'm gonna plan this one out, and I'll do this one in a later show. Otherwise, I don't. It's gonna take me, no exaggeration, probably 2 hours to do it right now. But it is a really good idea. I don't. So I could do like the color scheme. I'm not gonna write Kansas City on it. I guess I could write Kansas City, but I want to do like the Chiefs logo or anything Chiefs directly related. That's a good idea too, AJ. I I have no problem doing like the color schemes of the Chiefs, but I don't want to run the risk of that is that would be IP theft pretty much to put a logo on of not just them, anyone. So I tend to not do that. I'm thinking about it would be funny to paint one orange and write Timu on it. That would be pretty funny. I've been thinking about that one, but that'd be like for myself. Definitely you do the colors. That's not a bad idea though. Might look up some other wild fish. Chipmunk, that's cool. Okay, bear with me. I'm looking up some crazy fish. Did his son paint it, or was it like for his son? That's awesome. Nemo's actually, we could do that. In a plopper like this, or not a plopper. You know what I meant. I don't know if that'd be good in this. Maybe let's do a crankbait. I'm gonna do this Yozuri 1.5, or I think it's a Yozuri 1.5 style. Let me see what you sent. Anybody want to be a mod and just keep pinning what I put up there for me? Oh my gosh, dude, that is wicked. That is really cool. Do we try that? Dude, that's crazy. Here I am saying I don't want to do a corn cob, but I'm about to do this. I'm trying to figure out how would I do these dots. Let me look really quick before I commit. Guess I could just do these. Yeah, let's do that. And it's like a crazy dark. Crazy dark blue. Honestly, probably just start with blue. What kind of fish is this called? I'm gonna turn this fan on for just a second. What's up, Innovative? Clown triggerfish. We're gonna have to do a few layers of this. Adrian, what's up, buddy? I know. I need to start leaning more into the ocean fish. I'm doing all right, brother. We're gonna do quite a few layers of this. I should have primed it with white. But you live and you learn, I guess. There's a lake near me that has stripers, surprisingly. I kind of like how you can still see inside of it because it has that glow. So we're gonna keep it like that. I don't know, dude. They fight like crazy though. Like you think you have like a monster on the other end of the line. They remind me a lot of like bluegill because bluegill are like that too. Let's go back to this picture. So what I'm going to start with is probably blue or no shit, white. And then we'll come back and do these yellow. I probably have to do the blue again. What I'm thinking is putting yellow on the top. Yeah, let's just go for it. Clown trigger. Enough talking, more painting. Yeah, we could do that, dude. So, first and foremost, we're going to hit the bill or the face. Yeah, I could definitely do it in the color scheme after this one. Thank you, Angler's Advantage. I appreciate that, brother. You guys like vintage? That dude has some of the best stuff on Whatnot. And you're probably wondering why I'm doing this part right here. But trust me, it'll make sense in the end. Yes, sir. You know what I'm doing. Otherwise, that yellow and blue are going to mix. And it's what color does that make? Green? This is a very good suggestion. I'm already liking how this is coming out. Clean the needle off. Yeah, you can only do so much with fresh water. Like, at a certain point, you're just painting the same patterns. Now, I will say there are some, like, I never really get tired of trying bluegills different ways. But at a certain point, you're just painting the same thing over and over again. Yeah. I will say, though, people do love funky colors. There's a phrase, catch fish or you catch fishermen. Now, you want to paint stuff to catch fish and fishermen. All right. I really should have spaced these dots out so I could do little smaller sections at once. Let's work on getting these faded into the belly here. You guys think I can get this in one spray? I don't think so. I'm not going to try it. Dang, this is a little harder on this ridge bottom. I wonder if I could just push this. Oh, look at, dude. I'm telling you, my brain's going to be put in a jar and studied someday. Let's go into some of these spots and kind of tie it all together. It looks wild. I really think we're kind of good on the dots. I might bring them a little closer to that gill plate, but I'm going to take another look at that fish before we do that. Actually, yeah, probably should put a couple there. What if? Where are they at? Uh-oh. Hello. My phone did that to me on purpose. Thankfully, I had a shirt on this time. All right, we're done with that. So now, yellow. I lied. Let's do a couple on the back here. All right. Dude, it's a, I can't stop it. Because I'd rather do it and it take longer than get done and wish I had. Okay, let's judge this yellow. It's a very bright yellow. It's almost like this yellow. So we're going to mix some up. All right. I don't know. I actually think I'd get away with not mixing. So we're not going to. I don't know. That looks more green than yellow to me. Not doing that one. I'm an idiot. Well, now you see why I put white down. This is the yellow. I decided to use this yellow instead because it has a little bit of shimmer to him. I gotta fix the stand. It's about to fall down, of course. What's up, bees? We're kicking, big dog. How you doing? We're here. Here we go. Just stand, dude. Well, I want you to stay put. Come on. Pork chop. I like that name, brother. I got to get a different table. Hopefully that stays up there for now. Now we're going to do that dark blue yellow over that. I say dark blue yellow. Dark blue. You know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. Paul, what's up, brother? I hope your surgery went well, dude. Neon blue tail. They have that? Let me look at the picture again. I wonder if you just sprayed that color shift there, if that blue that's there would pop up better. I just realized I don't actually follow you yet. Keep having to go to my request. I wish you the best of luck, buddy. Washing your fishing lure for you. Dude, get out of here. That is insane. That is better than what I was expecting. Now here's what I'm thinking with the tail. I'm thinking I got to mix it up more. That on the tail. Because that'll make it that blue, neon blue color you see. It'll make it that. I don't know if you see it. I'm going to hit it with a hair dryer. almost need to do. Bear with me, it's going to be a ton of sound. Well, I had a happy accident, but I think it looks wicked nonetheless. It kind of caused that white to fade, but I don't know. That looks pretty sick to me. I would keep it that way. All right, what color eyes do these bad boys have? Kind of have like black eyes. Hopefully these fit. If you're wanting this Cartwright, turn on your local pickup and I'll just put it in your order from yesterday so you don't have to get charged again for shipping. Awesome. There was a couple times last week I sent out multiple, there were a bunch of people the same day. I kind of felt like a waste of money. It makes my life a little easier too. It's one less package. There we are. That took forever, but that looks wicked. I just love the back, dude. That's the best part of the whole lure. I will go ahead and run it. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. After the show, thanks for coming by, AJ. After the show, you'll need to go into your activity, and there'll be a pickup code. I'll just message you afterwards. I just love the back. It's just got so much contrast, dude. All right. What else could I do? Let me look. I do have one more of these if anybody wants it. That thing came out really nice. I'm going to run really quick. I need a break from painting for a second. A second to sit here and think about life decisions. What's up, Casey Custom? Woo! That thing took forever to do. You might appreciate this one as well. Like the thing with those eyes, I don't think I have them in the correct size. I think you'd appreciate that one. That thing came out ridiculous. Oh, KSU colors. Thank you. I knew there was another one. Yeah, I will. I'll wait for it to dry. Do you have a certain bait you're wanting that in? Like a 1.5. I got one sitting right here. Sorry, I forgot that you said KSU colors. What's their mascot? Is it a tiger? That's purple something. Pretty sure. That's Lawrence, Kansas, right? Manhattan. That's correct. KU is KU in Lawrence? Or am I just? Yes, all right. Manhattan. Yeah, one of my buddies I met went there. Don't mention KU. I'm going to look it up just so I can get a good idea. I'm getting Kennesaw. And they are the Tigers. Okay, purple, white, and black. All right. Let's do a. Thinking purple tiger, black stripes, and white. Little, like, you know what they got on their face, little, I don't even, the things that their hair's going to. Whiskers. There you go. Okay. What's up, Crawl Daddy? Pretty good. How about yourself, brother? What's up, belly up? What's up, belly up? That kind of rhymes. No, you're all good, dude. You guys don't have to buy anything. Let's put some cat eyes on it. What up, sea witches? No, it's not. It has a bit of shift look to it, but it's not. There's no shift in it. What color eyes do I want to do? White. We could do white. I'll show you the other one I was thinking. These aren't exactly white, but they are pretty dang remarkable looking. This was my first option. All right, cool. Cool. All right. There we go, brother. Nice little cat. Go Mizzou. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. I'll run him for you. Oh. Get a name tag for this one. Thank you, buddy. Take a second. Don't follow me at Midmo Tackle on Facebook. www.midmotackle.com. There might be another. You said a frozen shad. Now, let me look. I wish I had some bigger eyes for that. for some smaller eyes. Really, the only one I think I could do it in would be, I don't know if they'd even fit on this. I could probably squeeze them on there. One of these, or like a top water maybe. But one second, let me take a gander. Trying to figure out what I want to paint now. What do I want to paint? Really want to do a frozen shad, but I just don't have the eyes. Throw some ideas out there. If you got one, throw it out. Honestly, might take a break for a little bit. I might come back on this evening again and paint again. I still gotta go walk the dog and do all that fun stuff. I think I'll definitely be back on later. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call it good here. Like I said earlier, Menmo Tackle on Facebook, Menmo Tackle, the website, Menmo Tackle across the board. So I will see you all in a little bit. If I don't come on tonight, I'll come on tomorrow. So I will talk to y'all later.